ElectraCast.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Welcome to the Congressional Record Daily Digest, where we bring you all the previous day's U.S. legislative proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you the Congressional Record for March 31st, 2025.
Today in Congress, the Senate introduced 18 new bills and one resolution. A major bill, Senate Bill 99, was introduced to improve the Department of Commerce's supply chain resilience and manufacturing innovation programs. This legislation is aimed at strengthening the country's business and manufacturing sectors. The Senate also focused on several important nominations. The nomination of Matthew Whitaker for NATO representative was debated, with a vote scheduled at 49 to 42. Debate also began on the nominations of Dean Sauer for Solicitor General and Harmeet Dillon for Assistant Attorney General, with votes pending. These nominations are significant as they will shape U.S. legal and foreign policy. Additionally, the President continued the national emergency declaration concerning South Sudan, which affects U.S. foreign policy and humanitarian aid in the region. The Senate received nominations for high-ranking positions in various departments, including Defense, Labor, Veterans Affairs, NASA, and U.S. attorneys for Idaho, South Dakota, and Iowa. In the House of Representatives, 48 new bills and 19 resolutions were introduced, with a focus on tax-related measures. Among the bills passed was House Bill 1234, which proposes moving the annotated Constitution to a digital-only format. House Bill 517 extends IRS filing relief for disaster zones, helping taxpayers in affected areas. Other tax-related bills aim to improve IRS processes, including House Bill 998, which requires clearer IRS math error notices, and House Bill 997, which would empower the National Taxpayer Advocate to hire legal counsel. Representative Houchin resigned from the Committee on Education and Workforce, which may impact future legislative priorities in education. The House also received presidential messages reaffirming the national emergency on cyber threats and on South Sudan, continuing the country's focus on foreign policy and cybersecurity. Finally, upcoming committee hearings in the House were previewed, covering topics like artificial intelligence in education, military posture in the Americas, and consumer financial protections. These hearings will help shape future legislation on education, defense, and economic issues. Those were the key activities of March 31st, 2025 in the U.S. Congress.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate or review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning in to the Congressional Record Daily Digest. This has been an ElectraCast media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Hannah Riggs.
Why is it that games make us feel so good or completely rage quit? These emotions we feel are mostly not an accident. People like me designed them. I'm Chris Cross, and this is Brain Arcade, a podcast all about the psychology of game design and why games hit us so hard. Each week, I bring on a new guest, designers, psychologists, storytellers, to break it all down with me. If you play, design, or just love games, follow now.
ElectraCast. ElectraCast.